All right, in now. All right. Hey guys, it's me, Aiko, and it's been a long time since I haven't been posting any some of my contents in Galaxy Railways and such. The reason for all of this is because I am busy with the Thomas fandom, as you probably might not have known, because I am trying to meet up with some new people to actually get along with everything that is going on actually. And overall, one of those in the fandom as well here, Brandon or Optimus Prime 2576. Yes, and oh, hello everyone. Yep, Carl, Nathaniel, everyone,
Yes.
and mm,
Oh yeah, Nathaniel. Not LMS Arthur 7 Productions, but Nathaniel D. Ladinina. Hello, and oh yes, it is Optimus Prime 2471.
yes,
Just so basically, why Akio here is doing this wonderful stream? Well, usually this would be usually this be but honestly, we have learned over the last week and a half that the Thomas fandom's toxicity level has increased to 9,000%.
truth
Oh
be
my!
told, truth
Oh
be
my!
told, everyone.
And where do we
Mhm.
begin? Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Okay, let's see. A certain troll, Mason Hagan or Masood Hagoon, as I've said on
Yes.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so let's see. He has impersonated as other people to try and get voice roles in people's series.
Which kind of bullshit?
He's done it to my friend Ruben, Dueling Express. He's done it to Victor Tanzik. He's done it to Trace for Days. He's done it to. He's even impersonated as Jonas and Andrew Liago and other people's. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but part of the reason why like 5 well-known members of the Thomas fandom have left the Thomas fandom is partially Mason's fault.
And
Partially.
yes, and this current number of viewers that are watching right now live is the exact number that the people were left. Just as reference, but still, oh gosh, as if like anything's gone worse than that. And bloody hell, I mean, what else could there be? Like, okay, Mr. Herbert the pervert, and then Mason Haguni, and what next? Jamison Five. Oh gosh, I could think of so
Who?
much more.
Well, uh anyway, see, so basically, basically, Mason Hagen has done nothing more. He has caused more trouble in a week than
We won't.
than
Okay.
than Kate Fencer one has in a year. Let's just say that for now. Let's just say that
Mhm.
about that because you see, let's just see. He's like he was begging to be a lot of people's projects. He was such a pest. He threatened, like he had these obscene threats. He even like quote wanted to scrap people so he could take over people's voice roles.
Oh
He had a
God.
huge grudge against my friend Mr. Merlin Fano 2, Callum. And oh my god, I am sorry to say, but like that is ugh, like I'm sorry. Now, thankfully,
Mhm.
the reason why Callum left the fandom is
Oh,
on his own
true,
terms.
Ethan.
It didn't have to do with Mason, but Mason had a huge grudge against Callum. That is no excuse
No
for
kidding.
not being chosen as a voice actor. And I was on DJ's live stream, National Guard 5. He said this: if you didn't get the part, just that's all right. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. It's not life or death. There's always other opportunities. It's not like, oh,
True.
it's not like there's a time limit where you have to. It's this is not like American Idol. This is not like it's just
Or
ridiculous.
basically a celebrities movie or something like that. Like, dude, what the
No,
fuck?
this is like like honestly, Mason is one of the main antagonists of the fandom. Him and
Oh, yes, exactly.
like and ironically, his OC like honestly is a diesel, a class 40 modified with Diesel 10's claw. No joke. I even made the sprite of it per his request. Oh, I mean, don't worry, that's gonna be deleted very soon. I just gotta I've just been really busy doing this and venting my frustration out and all that such.
It's
But
okay, actually. It's okay. It's
but
okay to vent out here in my streams because it is to let other people know that their concerns, even from the Thomas fandom. I mean,
I know.
honestly, though, yeah. Yeah.
But
Forget I said it.
here's the one thing. Like, and here's the one thing I
Oh,
need to
really?
emphasize
Oh,
with everyone
gosh.
here. Every action equals an opposite reaction. I know that's Newton's third law and such, but what I mean by that is this. Just because we're ranting about this does not mean like we cannot be we can't be we like we cannot and this is the last thing I worry about. We cannot be encouraged to do anything that is equally as violent as what Mason has done. We need to deal with Mason appropriately and accordingly. We cannot just walk into his doorstep and then with like a baseball bat and just like that'd be like no, that'd be Jason Voorhees level, which we cannot do.
Hmm. Truth be
Like,
told, yes.
although no, Jason Voorhees had a knife, not a bat. Oh, what am I saying?
Well,
Anyways, I'm not gonna get. I'm not. I do not want to have a repeat of what Glenn did. Oh
mhm.
God.
Gosh,
Anyway, that's that's another story, and you best you see the stream that incident took place, and that'll explain everything. But
let be
here's the
indeed.
thing, like the other thing about the Thomas fandom, it's a great fandom. It's that's what I
Mhm.
love about it. You get to enjoy the getting to meet people and enjoying trades and the anthropomorphism and yes, I know there's some imperfections with the fandom and the movies and the specials and the episodes and the errors and the goofs. And some people have taken exception to and look, it's all right to be upset for good
Yes.
reasons, but when it comes to not being chosen to be like for a project or an episode in someone's series, that's messed up in any way possible. Now,
True.
here's the thing, like at this point, Mason's acting like a child. He's an utter
Oh,
child.
what? Nani?
I'm sorry to say. Like,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
shocked to learn that Mason was 15, not 21.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness! Like
At
none
least
the.
at least that's what I know. But the other thing that that really brings my bring how should I word this? The one thing that really like bubbles my boiler is the utter like sheer arrogance of Mason. Like the arrogance of because I remember one time he didn't want me to tell on the Shaka team, saying like, "Oh, don't tell me for my past." Look, I here's the thing. I actually did tell the Shaka
Oh,
team, and guess what? They fired Mason for auditioning for any projects in the future, which
gosh,
that made that made my day. I will say though that Mason has really gone far off the deep end. I think now, honestly, Glenn's the deepest, but
yes.
Mason is a close second. And I'll say
Oh,
why.
oh,
Because he says he'll try to improve. He says, every time he messes up, he's been given countless chances to.
oh, I could tell. Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing about this is like he's even like wanting to go after my friends, like some of my friends for this. He like it just this is like beyond a stab in the back. This is like, this is like the Excalibur through the heart, basically, is what this is. But no, Mason is wielding the dark Excalibur, like because he's like the pure evil that resonates within his body. Um,
Gee.
and um, and wait, who's this? Canadian National 6060 Productions.
Oh, wait,
Uh,
hang on. I
he
wait.
says he wants to join so he can speak about this. Okay. Uh,
Okay, so it wait. I don't know if I should say this, but does he have DMs like Discord or such? Because if I do, like, if I share the link, I mean, others would like just intervene in and say, "Oh, we're gonna get attention and stuff." I don't want that to happen because this is a serious discussion here of why the fandom is literally wanted to do. I mean,
yes.
surely enough,
I
yeah.
mean, you're right. You're right because here's the thing. Like I've had that happen to me too, where people have begged me for the link on serious streams, and that's happened twice actually, uncharacteristically of me. And yeah, that didn't end well on both occasions. So, oh yes, Canadian National, yes, I of course, submit an audition on YouTube, and we'll take a look. Um,
It's okay. My kuya means my brother. Like he's basically a Filipino friend of mine in the in here in the Philippines. So I wouldn't bother because yeah, countrymen.
yeah,
But
it's
yes, but getting to all of that, sorry, but literally yes, we get that it's always messed up, but there's a reasons to why I am here as well in the fandom. Now some of you heard of me in my former live stream that I do have a bad past, like all of the things I've done, but all of that has already been forgiven by the same people that I have been affected with. And truth be told, and I'm glad I was given a chance for it, and it's all right now. Everything has been done is because it's normal, and it happens to any of us. But other than that, with the majority of people that are minor and won't give a damn about change and such, they still have a lot to learn, and give them time to do so. And if they won't listen, that's up to them. But anyway, because overall, let's just say this: it's not about what it is. It's about who we are as people here to get together and survive through all of this. And what is all of this bullshit that is having selfish desires and all of that kind of shtick that we're just here to be as a community, like all together, learn from experience and life and such. What's the point of it, literally? And yes, in the what here Trains Local 3 1 that said that the past is gone, so it's best to move on, and that's it. Plain and simple. And oh boy, some would say, oh, just to repeat it again, blah 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 blah. It's all for attention seeking there because it's useless now. Like literally, as Dio would say in JoJo, Muda, 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 Muda. Yeah, it's something like that. But still, literally, oh gosh, as if it's more worse than you could have imagined. But I've already vented out what I needed, so you have the floor again, Brandon. Go ahead. Anything else? Go do so. Oh gosh, as if anything could have been worse than that. Yep, future, here we go. Yeah, it's good. It's good to know. Dear Lord. But overall, what I mean, what's the point of all of this if we were to all just stick together and just, you know, trying to get along with each other? That's it. But yet, it's just so damn aggravating. As if anything could go worse for that. So I burned myself while ironing my clothes. Oh gosh. Oh, oh gosh. Hang on. Oh crikey, but oh. Anyway, still, I really don't know how to explain all of this. To be honest, there's also reasons why I'm here as well in the fandom to help people out. Not here to just gaining the limelight. No, everyone deserves it. It's just everyone thinks it's still a competition, just like in the big four, like the big four railway companies like LNER, LMS, and such. There are people still thinking that it's like that, but oh boy, no, 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 no. Though that's over. There's a reason why British Railways had to unite every rail company because dieselization and that stuff. But still, it's just like how I would view it. But then again, that's how every engine's mindset would be. You cannot change that unless they change it within themselves. And I could tell. And there's probably one of the reasons
okay.
why.
I've returned.
Yeah. Oh, welcome
So,
back.
sorry about that. I had
Hmm.
to had to answer a quick call on Discord.
Oh.
Apparently was anyway. That's nothing serious or anything. But anywho,
Mhm.
see, so we're we're talking about a little bit of the Galaxy Railways and all that. I mean, actually, that's the one that honestly, Galaxy Railways is so epic and underrated. I mean, no wonder we've seen some elements in people's universes of trades fly to the stars and
Oh, yes, exactly. Well, it's basically rare because nobody has get to know much of it. Like, I know it is impossible to, let's just say, how engines fly, but that's the imagination of it. And indeed,
because in reality, the engines would just drop like a ton of bricks.
Exactly. And not just, I mean, not just that though. The technology that was into it was, of course, by the old man himself, Leiji Matsumoto. And I'm glad for it that he brought this into life, and how pretty much he ended the GR fandom in a good note to let us fans take control to let people know that it's a good thing. I mean, literally, you rarely see trains flying nowadays. They only do that as a gimmick or joke. Yes, but in reality, they took it seriously. Like, dude, like literally, that's impossible. Of course it is, but it's fun. So why not? And not just that though. There are other Thomas fans who actually love the series and have brought into their series of their own, which I really don't bother because that's on them. That's their own way of their own universe. I
I mean,
like every person is a different universe in my book. Truth be
that's
told.
that's true because we mentioned about the Galaxy Railways. My friend Shine Ortiz, who is who's the
GR fan as well.
yeah who is the founder of the Shanka universe, like she really loves Galaxy Railways. And I mean, I will say though,
Truth
I'm
be
not gonna,
told.
without spoiling too much, let's just say that
Mhm.
there are elements of Galaxy Railways that Shine wants to have included in the Shanka universe, but whether or not that we're going to see the actual engines, I don't know. I do know though that the only thing I do know is that there's 2 to 3 projects that are ongoing in development. I'm one of the filmmakers, obviously, and the voice actors for for uh, for the Shanka universe, and
Mhm.
so it's just it's like not the end of the world. I mean, because I mean I've been so loyal to Shine and Boris and them. It just the that for the it's just amazing. It's just fantastic. It's just a wonderful universe, and I think it's one that I'm probably not going to leave anytime soon because of
Mhm.
how and it's one of the it's actually that's one of the few, like one of the main positives of the Thomas community. The Shan
Indeed.
the Shanika universe is so filled and enriched with pure happiness, joy, and whatnot.
Oh wait, hang on. Ethan
What?
said that I don't kind of like how she mixed up with Disney stuff with Space Battleship Yamato. They don't mix well in my eyes. It's really understandable because that's her own part, but in reality, she really needs to respect somehow the boundaries of having being a Leggy fan and a Disney fan. But it's her choice, so it's best to leave it be. But I agree with actually what Ethan said there. Like GE 2199. I honestly do because let's just say universal boundaries and stuff. But either way, that's how it is in my book, in
Uh,
of course. But yeah.
well, technically speaking, like that is Shine's universe. Like there's some
Mhm.
Disney elements, there's some Pixar elements in Shine's universe. Like there's a lot of those elements in that universe, and I'm so fortunate to be a part of a fandom that is so well liked and so enriched with. Do I like my hero? Do I like My Hero Academy?
Oh,
Academy?
My Hero Academia. Well, let's just say My Hero Academia is actually like My Hero Academia, like basically as a heroes anime where people with different abilities that come together in this one school academy to enhance their potential to become heroes and all of that. But for me, it's not suited. It's not my type to be a hero because there's actually one thing that I like about being a hero is Overwatch, like the game itself. Surely, yes, it's full of actions and stuff, but their backstories and what makes them to realize who they were, like what is in their past and what they are right now. And for me, I'd rather not be a hero than just the guy who's doing my job because everyone is a hero. It's just how they present it in life and such. To be honest with you. Mhm. Just saying, but yes. Demon Slayer, well, Demon Slayer on the other hand, well, it's the anime in itself, but for Galaxy Railways overall, it's just, it's just like in real life, but expanded in space where trains are the means of transportation, including battleships and spaceships in general. Because as long as it's spatial and futuristic in a more decent manner, it's really good. I mean, what's canon, it's canon. What's fanon, is fanon. So why not? I mean, everything is a possibility.
Uh,
And
true.
hmm, yeah, Space
Uh,
Battleship Yamato as well.
Now, to going back to your question of My Hero Academia, I've seen a few episodes of that show. It's actually pretty good, actually. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to get caught up on it. I've heard some great positive reviews on it. So it sounds like it feels like a like some because I've seen the first couple episodes. Actually, my friend SPP 4449 fan of Flan introduced me to that that series. Although I haven't heard from that guy in so long. He must be in the sun somewhere.
Mm.
Oh, and I see. Yes, Space Battleship. Yeah, Yamato looks amazing. Demon Slayer. I've seen two movies, or I've seen 202 episodes of it, and it looks pretty good. Uh, and now, of course, like, oh yes, what number? Oh yes, my number is 35. Why? Because it is. The reason I'm working that out. I know, crazy, right? Now, of course, Akio's number in his BR form is 111111, which is in.
Actually, in reality, my OC in real life is Royal Lancer. If you look it up, actually, in the in the British Railways, because my number in the BR is 6107, whilst in the LNAR back in the Big Four days is 4476. I'm like the sixth eldest, and right now in my current Thomas, in the Northwestern Railway number, it's either any number that that is but I would rather have my number as the quadro one, like 11111. Reason for that is because it gave remembrance to Rick May in Team Fortress 2, like the number that Soldier had given the password of to the meet the spy, like intruder alert, red spies in the base. And when Scout tries to get in, I was like, yeah, I got it. Stand back, son. One, one. See, at least it's a funny gimmick there, but at the same time, it gives remembrance to that my favorite character, the soldier, and that's why I embodied it so that I could to know my place and to respect the man that had died during COVID, and that's all I can give, to be honest. And literally, and truth be told, so if I'm not backstage, they would see it. Nah, don't worry about it. I was just chatting in the private chat. But anyway, yeah, that's all I can even say, and nothing much to it though. All right, you wanna share something else? Really don't mind though.
Well, I will say this though. Um, let's see. Wait. Don't watch Space Battleship Yamato. That was horrendous. And okay, I've heard some bad things too about it. I've seen some clips. Admittedly, they weren't well. At least the action bits, they were somewhat decent, but I can understand why. So I'll have to take a look at the series. Maybe I'll watch 8 episodes, see how it goes, and then just take it from there.
To be honest with you, you have the man that actually has the links to the episodes. I watched SBY in GoGo Anime, but fortunately though, I did download every episodes of it. Trust me, I'm such a Leggy fan, and I'll send it to you. But what Ethan says about Space Battleship Yamato, well, that's in his book, whether you want to watch it or not.
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah,
I can understand from his point of view. Now, what what I also recommend Galaxy Express 2199. What is also bloody hilarious, or not bloody hilarious, bloody horrendous that you shouldn't watch is Mason Hagan's cringe-worthy voice acting.
oh sheesh,
That's
yeah.
that's another thing I should mention. Every time Mason Hagoon voice acts in a project, it always sounds like Kermit the Frog. Like
What
it's no,
the fuck?
and I'm not even joking. Like all right, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do this right here and right now because this is something that let's see. Let's do this because I said so, and I am going to.
Oh, but hang
We
on.
we are going to do a
Big
Uh,
Magic and Ancient History of the Ark of Destruction was bullshit. It did not keep itself close to the original. Not gonna lie though, I do agree with him. But the action overall and the new spaceships, that's the good side of it. But what he said here it's basically true overall. I'm not gonna lie there. Yep. Just saying, that's us. So yeah, I'm also an SBY fan. So spaceships for life here. Naval officer be like, yeah. But overall, yes.
okay, so I found the moments, and because this is a very like this is no joke. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
As it's activated, listen closely to Mason Hagan's. Oh, just listen. It's just that awful.
Okay, okay.
It sounded like they were possessed.
Let me be without you in my snowbox farm!
Yeah,
What?
I'm so. Right there. That was Mason right there, as Donald Douglas. Like, it didn't sound anything like Donald Douglas.
It should have been like it shouldn't be like oh I would be like I wish I want to do an imitating Donald Douglas like ah get out of me, what are you in here for? Said Donald or something like that, you know. Oh
Well,
wait, hold on.
I think the line was, "What are you doing in my smoke box door?"
Oh god.
Wait,
Oh,
what the fuck? Do I?
cyanide pills? No. Nah.
Why? Why? What? No.
Don't mind. That's just yeah.
Why? 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 No. 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 No.
Best not to. Best not to.
We're
Yeah.
not. We're not gonna go there. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Best not to go there.
but
Mhm.
but that's basically a pure example of Mason's god awful voice acting, which I certainly hope Narrow Gauge does a version 2 where Mason is not his lines are not used and let somebody else, because
Mhm.
it just doesn't make
Any sense? It's just blah, said James. Like
it's a,
hmm.
it's yucky. It's so disgusting.
Di- it's like it's like disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, spluttered Henry. Disagreeable, said Richard. Dishonorable, said Aldrin. Oh boy.
Yeah, like it's just oh my god. Anyway, so like the Baltimore news, like it's just we gotta understand about Mason. He is bad news through and through. He is someone that is wanting attention, wanting to be in people's projects, and like that's not the way to do it. The only way to be in people's projects is you gotta audition, which he's done many auditions which sound exactly the same, like, and by all accounts, oh my bleeping heck, I still look. The point of this is this, like the only way to get into a series, you got to audition for a series. If you get a part, great, you go along with that. If you don't get the part, try somewhere else, and maybe
Hmm.
it'll turn at the end. It worked for me. And Mason needs to take a page like out of someone's book, not mine, out of someone's book, and saying, look, like for example, Teller One says, "I'm sorry, but we're not. It's not the voice we're looking for." And Mason's like, "It's okay. I'll go somewhere else." And
Oh
then
gosh.
Teller Two's like, "Congratulations, you have earned yourself a voice role in this series." And Mason be like, "Oh yes, this is awesome! I can't
Oh.
wait to voice act." Well,
Oh
that
gosh. I felt like let's just say as Rado would say in his videos. Oh gosh.
Yeah, sorry I'm sorry. I'm not. That would basically be what Mason would sound like, excited. And no, I am. And no, that didn't sound like a. Okay, that. Yes, I was using my anime voice basically. Oh, if I want to watch Yamamoto, start with Star Blazer, Space Battleship, watch the Odyssey, and then watch Star Blazer, Space Battleship, Yamamoto 2202.
Well, Yeah.
The
Yeah,
sequel,
just a
the sequel's
recommendation.
coming soon. Okay,
Yep. Mhm.
but anyways, okay, that's amazing that the sequel's coming very soon. It's
Indeed.
almost as soon as it's almost as soon as the time that the butler came in. Excuse me, sir, you wanted the telephone. Bother that
Border that
telephone.
telephone. Border
And
that telephone. With the talking to.
and the phone died. The end.
Lol. Oh
Yeah,
god.
because honestly, that would be Chama's reaction. Picks up the phone and just smashes it with a hammer.
It died. It's like you look shitty enough to be a cow. Moo. You should be circumcised. Lol. That's from a white
Oh,
way. So yeah.
oh God. I do
Back to
not.
the Mason, the idiot.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good one. Good one right
Yes,
there.
yes. He is well. He is the literal definition of an idiot because he just doesn't know when to stop. He doesn't know. He's like Glenn. He doesn't know when to
Mm-hmm.
stop. He
Yes.
now yes. This is from a source that Mason was a pedo to someone to a minor. Yeah, I was there for it. I heard everything. He is, you know, like it's just like, and I mean, heck, I there was even where was it? There was one time where there was one particular time where he just was just I don't know what to say. He was just wow. Like I just I can't believe it. Like it's just oh boy. He still has his old farm channel from 3 years ago.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yes. I even found the one video he has his own face in. Oh yes.
Oh god! Oh gosh!
Oh
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 no!
yes.
Said Donald.
Oh yes. Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh gosh! Wait,
See,
what?
that's Mason in real life.
Ah, ah, oh gosh!
But guess how much 372 views, okay. 4 likes, 11 dislikes.
Oh gosh!
Cause like he talks of I'm not even gonna play the video. It's just like wow. It's just because you see the reason why is look, he whines and moans in that video about being in this and being in that. It's that pure simple.
I
Like
know, right?
it's just why why?
Why? Just why?
It's
That's
just
what you would say.
it's just I cannot imagine the utter sheer annoyance. Oh my god. And now all of
From
a
that
sudden,
guy.
oh no, I'm going to burst.
Oh gosh, that's how merchant. But not gonna lie though, it really does make sense. Because honestly though,
Yeah, like it's seriously, that just feels like I'm gonna pop a blood vessel. Just, ugh.
well, I feel you there. Honestly,
Like,
where's the cylinder valve? Oof.
yeah, I don't know. It's right, Galaxy Express. Like, it's just, it just reminds me of every time Fortress Max's IDW rants about me and threatens to kill me and all that such. It's just like God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gosh.
Anyway, but I'm gonna save his antics for another time because, let's just say he is a very devious kind in a way. But let's moving on from that. But Mason, all in all I can say right now, he really upset a lot of my friends. He angered Electro Gamer, which I saw his video, which okay, he had every right to be upset about. I totally agree with him. There's even oh my god, there's even oh god. The list goes on and on. Like Twitter is half of Twitter I've seen is filled with comments of Mason Hagan solely and nothing else.
Ugh.
Like it just
This guy reminds me of but this guy reminds me of a guy named Yamamoto Bacon Guest. He hates on me, which with shitty grammar and reasoning, and looks like Mason but Chinese. What the fuck? Oh, I
What?
don't wanna. Yeah, it's
What?
true. It has nothing to do with the topic, but
How does
yes.
he? I wouldn't be surprised if he does look like Mason Lavette Chinese. Hello, Mike Productions. Yeah,
Hey, Mikey.
we're just talking about Mason Hagnell Hagan.
Mason Mahogin.
Yeah.
Mason Haguni.
Yes, Mason Hagun, but Mason Hagun. But here's the thing, like, because the thing is, at this point, like Mason Hagnell Hagan, like, because he's the like I've had hangnails. They're so painful and annoying. Ugh. Like, it's just ridiculous, just utter sheer the violence. Like, this reminds me of the game Violence Fight, where every time you just have to fight to get to the certain thing. It's like, yay! And that's almost
gosh.
It's just, I just don't know what to say. It's like, wow, what I just can't believe what has happened. Like,
people are losing brain cells during this quarantine. Oh, I tell you, some have done far worse. Others were being nearly killed with guns, beating up in a fight. Oh, trust me. I'm not gonna say this from a perspective from a certain person for this, but yes, there have been others like that. Trust me. Literally. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god. I know the brain cells, but I just looked up this Yamamoto Bacon Guest, and jeez.
I'd rather not know, but I can tell. And I'm the
It does look like Mason, Chinese version of him. I'm sorry to say. It is ridiculous.
Oh gosh, I'd rather not know, but I can tell. But anyway, here's this video of how in Galaxy Railways and Trains. So just enjoy about it. Yep, one of my GR boys and gals flying around. Oh look, it's
Fly away! Be free, my engines!
Fly away! Free! Oh boy! Oh look, it's me. That's big one. Hello.
Yes.
Oh hello, big orange.
The space bridge. Now.
That's not actually a space bridge. That's actually a orbital ring. It's huge as fuck. So that's what supports the invisible rails and connects to the line.
Quickly,
Wait, what?
Teleport all engines to Cybertron.
What? No, what? I'd rather not, cause oh boy, it's like, oh god.
That would be a crossover for the ages.
Oh gosh, look at the videos that hate on me. Oh gosh, I would not see the thing. Yeah, but still though. Ugh. What more? What more could there be? Gosh, stupid ads. Ugh. I don't mind about it.
That's
I don't mind about it.
Well, you see, that ad is actually a part of the video.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, it's just basically my 3D rebuild as big one. Alright, let's move out. Come on, me. Let's move. Alrighty. Skip to the station.
System all green.
Big one. Hashing. Adios, everyone. I'm going to the skies now. Hey, just saying though. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just doing fine. Running down on the rails as big one as usual. Nothing much. Oh, hey, a Shinkansen.
Yes. Let's see.
And oh, hey, it's my old model. So basically my old one. That's a big boy.
Let's see. Oh yes, Galaxy Express Unicron. Yes, that would be quite a challenge.
Hmm.
Because Unicron is, well, impossible to kill unless you have the Matrix of Leadership or like I don't know, like a giant metal diaper to like get rid of him with. Honestly, I think so. The videos on the Yamamoto Make a Guest channel about my server. I'll have to check. That.
Oh gosh, giant metal diaper.
I mentioned that because HasLab Unicron, no joke, during transformation on Through Adams's like review on HasLab Unicron, like there's actually a soft I wouldn't say paper, but more or less not tinfoil, but it's like a soft like padding in one of the transformation joints, and it is actually like a diaper.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, like Shikenza. Yeah, those are great engines. They're
basically that's a great shift if you correction there. Sorry to say that, but yeah.
I said ships, not you know.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Wait a minute. I do have a video mentioning about the refit version of Yamato, but it's just basically just Yamato, but multiple AA guns at the same time. Oh boy! And of course the transit wave motion gun. What else? The Dessler cannon. Yep. My Neo Dessler will protect him from the transit wave motion gun's energy beam. And he did. Yep, that's how powerful it is. The rest is just Yamato fighting. I mean, nothing much though, but oh well. I did make the video for a reason. Asha. Not gonna lie though, the way how I made the video, if you look closely, Brandon, it synchronizes with the video. The music synchronizes with the video itself. Just by the looks of it. Because yeah, I plan that out all the time. Because yeah, as part of me making videos.
Nice.
Even AAs can't even handle it. And oh yes, Yummy's front bow just clang, ripped to shreds as if termites eating her. That's 2202 for ya. I made some A and Bs to this as well. Oh, yep. Oh, hang on. I'm actually going to mention it, to be honest. Hold on.
An AMV is like an annual music video.
Oh, nice. Hang on. Oh boy. Wait. Hang on. Wait. Gosh darn it. Ugh. Yeah, never mind though, but yeah. I think that's it overall. Nothing much. I mean, from what we were discussing about, well, at least that's come to pass. I mean, oh, would you look at this? He has made. Wait, Miss Arthur? What the fuck? What? Nani?
Wait. What did Elemis have to do?
Hang on. Nothing much really. I just said that. Oh, Unlucky Tugs made his how to make Olive. How to make Arthur. Man, I was about to say Ollie, but never mind.
Oh.
Gosh darn.
It's been a while since the last Tugs Train.
Yep.
Welcome back, all. Been a while since the last Tugs Train, hasn't it?
Hey,
Had a
Spency.
few big videos in between. So I figure I owe you all a new installment of this before I start the next big video.
Oh, it's fast.
And this time, it's of an engine that a lot of you have requested. Here is Arthur. Arthur is a pretty obscure character.
Because he's an IVIT class and LMS, but I really don't mind though, because that's him. That's his character.
If you're new to the Thomas fandom, you might not really know who he is. Arthur is a large tank engine, introduced in the 7th season of the show. He had a couple spotlight episodes that season, made some very small appearances after that, and then basically disappeared into the void when the show went full CGI.
Basically, if he was sent to the Shadow Realm and in the black hole. So, yeah.
Despite
he
being a rather forgotten character now, Arthur is actually a favorite of mine, and one of the few TV characters I think works seamlessly well in the lore of the Railway series. He was an engine I absolutely had to add to my fleet. I crafted a whole headcanon and a backstory for him, which I'll go into now.
Man. That's actually my
In
first
the
time
show,
watching
Arthur's prop is a bit of a weird hybrid between a London, Midland, and Scottish Railway IVAT 2MT tank engine with a sloped running board from a BR Standard 3.
Oh, makes sense.
Aesthetically, he does look more like a 3. However, his concept art by Robert Gall Galliers depicts him with the BR number 41241 on his bunker. This number actually belongs to a real-life 2MT that is preserved today. In my headcanon, Arthur is this exact engine. So to understand the backstory, we'll dive into the actual history of the real engine.
Dang.
41241 was an LMS IVET design, but was built in 1949 at Crewe by British Railways after nationalization. The engine never ran an LMS Maroon or any LMS livery.
He
for
was
that matter.
Doma Brooks.
The engine lasted
he
until
had
the
his
end
own
of Steam
show
and was
until it
withdrawn
died.
in 1967. The engine never saw the scrapyard, as it was purchased and preserved the same year by the Keighley-Worth Valley Railway. The engine was painted in a special maroon livery with the initials KWVR on its tanks,
Oh, damn.
which it still sports today. However, in this headcanon, the engine didn't go to the Worth Valley after being withdrawn. It instead went to Sodor. Why did the Northwestern Railway need a 2NT? Well, here's why. As we all know, in 1967, the Arlesborough branch had reopened for service, and the Fat Controller promoted Duck from pilot duties at Tidmouth to run it. Tidmouth was left without a pilot, which is weirdly never an issue that's touched on in the books, although it wouldn't be for long. The Fat Controller was in search of a new pilot engine, but he wanted a bigger, more modern engine that could also man goods trains when needed.
True.
He came across the recently withdrawn 41241 and purchased it from BR. The engine's name was Arthur, and he arrived on Sodor in BR Black. And as he had done with Duck Oliver and the Scots, the Fat Controller allowed Arthur to be painted in the colors he wanted. Arthur had never worn the LMS Maroon.
Hey,
His family
it's
member.
Reggie. 5551. It's Reggie.
Yes,
The
Unknown
one that-
Warrior.
Yep. Actually, I did made a sprite of him, but I gotta need to find the numbers, like the number one. I already have the number 5s in store. I just need to make it triple. But the number 1 is really rare, so I just needed to find another sprite of an engine that has the number 1 in it, which is exactly that. So I had to replace the crest version, the number. So it really doesn't matter because I just put attention to detail to all of the shtick, the engine itself.
I will say this though, like it's so amazing. Like Unknown Warrior took a long time to build, and finally he's pretty much, even though he's stored away, I think he'll be out and about next year. I think.
Oh,
At least from my knowledge, I don't know for certain because even though Scotsman and Tornado are doing their rounds, I'd love to see Unknown Warrior make an appearance with them.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's true. And really, I wouldn't mind having an LMS as well take the reins, to be honest, because at least to know what it feels like back in the old days. But sadly though, I wasn't preserved because Scotty and Tornado are the only ones that exist. But hey, I was back then in BR, so it would make sense that I got scrapped in 1963, so rip me.
Members had had, as he was built after nationalization. He was always painted in boring black.
I wouldn't call it boring rather than just prestigious black, but oh well, that's on their point of view, and I respect that.
He wanted maroon. The Fat Controller allowed it. He was painted in maroon with his BR number on his bunker in LMS font. He arrived shortly after Oliver, and so is officially the railway's 12th engine, but he wears his service number as Duck and Oliver do. Arthur was put to work at Tidmouth. Thomas and Percy, who were previously pilots themselves, were brought up temporarily to show him how to do things. It was during this time Thomas played his trick on poor Arthur and caused him to crash, soiling Arthur's spotless record. British Railways had started closing various branches across the country, and a couple of years later they decided to end their services on the branch line to Normanby. Remember, back in 1925, the Northwestern had struck a deal with the LMS that allowed mainline trains to run to Normanby and man the fish trains from the harbor there. But now with BR pulling the plug, this left the fishing industry there for the taking. If the Fat Controller wanted to take advantage of it, he would have to provide his own engine. He trialed a few and eventually chose Arthur. Arthur, being a Midland engine, never saw the sea and longed for the chance to work by it. Arthur relocated from Tidmouth to Normanby, and now mans fish trains from there to across Sodor and the mainland. He has his own shed there, and doesn't see the other engines too often. But as a quiet introvert, Arthur doesn't mind. He finds his new life by the ocean quite relaxing.
Not gonna lie though, it's good.
Oh no! Incoming ad!
Ah! Oh wait, I'll get you an impact. I'll get you an impact your face if you don't get off of my bloody computer, said Demo Man.
Although that's a very beautiful woman. I'm just saying.
Yep, indeed. I love the game, to be honest, in terms of
Oh
its
yeah.
look.
Now let's get into the model itself.
Yee.
How on earth did I build this thing? Well, honestly, it wasn't all that hard. Arthur was built using a bog-standard Bachmann Ivet 2MT. Bachmann mass-produced these things years ago, and they're pretty easy to find. Painting the engine was standard process as usual. Removed the body from the chassis and primed it with a matte gray. Once that was done, I started painting. I couldn't find a perfect match for LMS Maroon, so I ended up using a brick red and mixing black to it to make it a bit darker. I'm not 100% happy with the end shade. I do wish it was a bit richer, but it'll do for now. Unlike previous models, I actually tried to be as accurate to actual LMS livery as possible with the details. I painted the edges of the tanks and cabs.
Galaxy, not yet. I'll take a look though, unless if you want, you can just send a link into the chat, and I can take a look.
Or basically in the DMs, because he's actually also there in my server. But honestly, though, yeah, I'll just well, or rather, because since we're also in another server, well, I'll let you send him the channel link, so just to clarify. But right now,
trying to be as straight as I possibly could. When that dried, I then used yellow lining from Fox and placed it over the edge of the black to create this two-tone look. Maroon on one side, black on the other. A very tedious process. Unlike the prop, which had maroon wheels that matched the paint, I kept the wheels black, as LMS livery engines all had black wheels. The LMS transfers are standard LMS ones from GaugeMaster, as are the numbers on the bunker. I took some inspiration from the real-life Brighton Works, which was a BR-era Terrier that wore its BR number in the font of the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway to match its unique homage livery. I really like that look, so I copied that here and used LMS number transfers instead of Gil Sand's BR ones. Arthur has a BR Smokebox number plate, which luckily used the same first four numbers as 41241. I believe it ended with a 3, so I scraped off the 3 and replaced it with a tiny little strip of white to make a 1. Once all that was applied, I gave Arthur a final matte coat, added real coal to his bunker, and he was complete.
And yep, the testing.
I'm surprised he doesn't add the faces to the engines.
It would be better, actually. Yes.
But that's just him. I'm not gonna judge. It looks pretty good.
Overall, that's realism.
Yeah. I think that's what I like about him. He likes the realism of it. Oh man, that thing roars very well.
Like the real Ivet class in real life. Must be an Ivet thing. Oh boy. Think you and Ivet will be at firm friends and brothers.
And that is Arthur, a personal favorite character of mine, and one that almost seamlessly works in the universe of the books. I really have a soft spot for the season 6 and 7 characters. Most of them just feel so right in Thomas, as if they were ripped from the writings of Audrey himself. Hope you enjoyed this installment, folks, and I promise next time I'll cover the prop replicas. I'm actually finishing up Gordon and Duck as we speak, so you get to see all them too. Bye, all!
See ya! Oh boy, that was fun.
It's so funny he uses the Arthur theme from the Arthur show.
It's really good.
I thought they were doing a parody of that. A parody of that, which is self-explanatory, but that'll be that'll be a little while.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes.
This is supposed to be a documentary on Flying Hotsman when.
Yes, bro.
Story of Flying Scotsman's ill-fated tour of the United States.
Oh boy, it'll be like, oh dear. I'm kind of a bit embarrassed, said Scotty. Don't be. I'm sorry, Scott. And I did make, and to be honest, I had my OC. To be honest, having as well existed in the universe where Scotty actually, well, to be honest, man, I have no other words to say because I did make my own series to where I actually exist after. Let's just say I was preserved by the Northwestern Railway and, of course, worked there for a few days. And after hearing Scotsman's being saved, and of course went to go to America. My story actually is a continuation after his, failed attempt to, how should I say this? Continue on the USA tour. I'm somehow the successful bearer for him, and along the way on my story, it started in Sodor's. Oh wait, let's just say we call it Sodor's USA tour of 1974 to 1976, just like how he started in 1969 to 1971. Oh, wait, I think that's correct. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. And if I can remember correctly, so yeah, it basically follows the storyline of how he got stuff and his adventures in there in America, but and mine is more of a different story. So yeah, I kind of get used to it because it's somehow his USA tour inspired to make mines in terms of in my canon, and overall I'll just show it later on because it's in my DeviantArt channel. So I'll post them later, but right now I need to properly prepare all of them. So it takes time and longer for me to make another idea that, oh, and during this year I was going well, and then another year I basically burned my own axles and pistons to the very limit, and boom, I got sent to repair and then continue on with the tour. Then bankruptcy arrived, but then it evaded. Oh yeah, kind of spoiling it right now, but you get the picture. Sorry about that. It's tradition, as oh boy, as Henry would say, not the Henry from Thomas, but rather our Henry in Discord. So yes. Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, it would really fit in. But I think that's about it overall. I really wanted to end the stream here because situations that can be happening, but hey, we did cover up everything that we had to know, like Mason, uh and Mr. Herbert the pervert, and then and the Thomas fandom in general, how we could fix these issues and stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that's about it. And I think
indeed.
later, mhm, I'll join in some a few streams later from my other friends to, I don't know, add in a discussion to it and how could we get along with such, and we'll try our best to maintain the fandom as it is, like like somehow of an order to basically just let everyone stay and get to, I don't know, if they solve these issues as professionals and nothing more, nothing less. And I think that's about it. And thank you, Brendan, for the trying to tell everything that from your perspective and onto my perspective as well. And really glad to met you, Comrade Optimus, and the rest.
Of
Indeed.
course, absolutely. And like honestly, and to everyone in the chat, my advice: if Mason ever messages you saying, "Oh, I want to audition for your series," immediately decline and block him and say no more. That's all you got to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Yep.
Don't give him any wiggle room.
Yep.
Like,
And you already know why. Mhm.
so you already know why, and we don't need to explain again because this is the literal definition of beating a dead horse. Like,
Yes.
like the Herbert the pervert matter is a deader horse than Mason's, but even still, oh boy, it is an utter mess. And me, Akio, and a bunch of my friends, we are going to salvage the Thomas and Friends community no matter what. Like,
Exactly.
because we need to bring that happiness back. We got to keep it alive. We got to, do what.
Preserve the traditions that our childhood has had us affected to what become the people we are now. And honestly, it really did affect me as well, and even Brandon here, and the rest of us too.
Exactly. And see,
Hmm.
that's the thing. Like, like, like Mason ripped us, like Mason, he screwed us over, and we're not going to let that happen ever again. Like, it's that
Hmm.
simple. Like, whether it's with him, whether it's with anyone else that we face in the future.
Exactly.
Because could use a bit more detail. Uh, Dude, Galaxy. Oh no, I see. Yeah, because Damo was reading. I see what Damo in the chat. He says, "Here's a story. I was doing my rate. There was no power. Everyone did not scream, but said, 'God save me!' And boom, 50 people died, and I was repaired." The end.
Wait,
What
what?
kind of
That's
what kind
kind
of
of weird.
what kind of story is that? Yeah, could use a bit more detail. Yeah, I agree with you,
True,
Galaxy, because
true.
they need some more. That needs okay. That okay. I could see the start of it, but the rest of it was like it just was off the rails. Low pun intended. After that,
I could tell. I could tell.
like it's like, oh my god, this is like the creepy pasta Thomas and the Children. It
Oh,
goes, it goes,
oh,
it goes. It's a happy story, and then Thomas does
oh,
the unthinkable.
yeah, I
Why?
could tell.
What? Why, Thomas? In that creepy pasta, would you do something as horrendous as what you did to Bertie the bus? What did
Well,
he ever do to you?
I know, right? But, ugh. But anyway, yeah. To put that all on the side, yes, it's those kinds of issues as well are part in the fandom as well, like uncleared scripts and so much more, to be honest, even to the ones that everyone's losing friends and such. That's literally current issues that I am also within right now, like trying to meet up with new people and let's just say trying to get along and make friends, to be honest, and to fix the fandom, like yes, not fully, but as long as it maintains its good course, like it's good imagery and not how it's bad as it is. Oh boy. And literally yes, but well, as some of you may not know or remember, in my on my last stream I did mention about Liz's server, but I won't go into full details, but just I want to summarize this. Just summarizing this, like overall, I joined in this is server, just got introduced, really decent, and then been there, saving, sharing my arts then and there, but I get no reaction in return. I just felt like I'm being ignored and underappreciated and such. That just the feeling at first, and somehow some of the comrade told me and the others that I am too quick to be like that, but in reality, I was just it's not my fault that I'm too quick. You just gotta get used to it. But I would understand that. But then people will tell me that time will come and such. They are not wrong, which is they're right. But it's just how long will I wait for that moment? Because sometimes you cannot wait forever. But at least to time it in that this is for this person, and then boom, yes. But after realizing the inner truth from Brandon here, that they only talk to those that are closer to them, like famous people, even Mr. A the Hedgehog and the rest. And I felt like, why did I even join in the first place as a result? Like, I questioned about it. And then I did made my choice to leave as such quickly without any thinking. But then I got back again, which I don't blame Comrade for it because I want to give it a second try, but all went down the drain, or basically all went down into the smelting pit, just to the fact that, oh well, what am I even there anyways? And it's concerned for my safety, and since Brandon and the rest concerned for my safety about it, and even my emotional and social being for it to be with them, I felt like well, it's not worth it for me to be there. So I basically yeeted out. And overall, I never meant to go there ever again unless they would say, "Oh, you need to be famous and to be qualified and made well to know these kinds of people." Look, it's not my fault that I cannot be famous within your platforms overall, but it's just that at least give me a chance to actually prove myself that I could be like you guys. I mean, I'm a sprite maker too, and I make videos as well in my own interest. At least they respect me and accept who I am. Plain and simple. But then overall, I was still not well known, but I really don't mind. Or I better say this, I wouldn't even give a damn if I'm not famous in the fandom, but rather just a person there to help out and know people that these things can happen and gave advice, like basically a teacher out of nowhere, if you get my drift. But yeah, if you get the meaning there, but that's it. But overall, in the end, it's just pure. I hate to say this, but pure hypocrisy and inconsideration. But that's on them. But either way, why would they bother? And why would I bother? That's
I
the thing.
mean, we're all famous for our own things positively and such, but
Mhm.
just because we're famous doesn't mean we're automatically celebrities. We're not like the Tim Hanks
True.
or Robert Downey Jr. or heck, even as far as saying like Steven Spielberg. Like,
Mhm.
come on, this
Yes.
is just for fun and such. Like,
Yes, like what Ethan said or GE2199 said. We
yeah,
rather prefer fun over fame because what's the point of fame if you just do ironically from going to show off? Gosh darn. I felt like I'm like
yes,
your brother too,
yeah,
honestly.
like it's just man, it's just see, and that's what Mason again. He really thinks that fame is important to him over the opposite.
Trust me, fame does not work like that, and really, it will cost you your own social being and life. Now, trust me. Even in school, like before I met you guys, it happens all the time. Even in Central Philippine University, yes, it affected me as well. But in the end, it's just pure humiliation, and then boom, and
Uh,
yes. Mhm.
yeah, but Galaxy also he mentioned Akio not to use his real name
Oh,
in
oh,
the
right.
stream,
Sorry about that. So, yeah, I won't do that
but
again. Right.
yeah, we'll pretend that never was ever
Yes.
said, but but
Anyway,
what
yes.
but anyways, like, but look, and also Double Brooks. Look, if you want to write a story, we have to. Now, what I've seen in the chat looks pretty good. Like, I could be fleshed out a bit. Needs a bit more work, a lot more work, I'd say. But then you
Mm-hmm.
could. Then honestly, it could just be it'd be an excellent like 5 minute story in the end. I could see that happening because, like,
Needs
'cause-
grammar correction, and then how would you align the story well?
well,
Yeah.
and then the important thing is the characters. Who is going to be
Mhm.
in the story, and which 50 people, like if they're by name, are going to die and are going to just like be sacrificed. Because you see,
Exactly.
here's the thing: between death and sacrifice, like with death is one thing, but with sacrifice is another. Sacrifice comes at the cost of like, because here's the thing: without sacrifice, no victory.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing: without that sacrifice, which is like if I let's say like, and this is a pure example. Let's say if I let's say Akio is about to be hit by a car and I push him out of the way and I end up dying. That's sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or let's say let's say the let's say let's say we're in a small little boat, it sinks, and Akio he saves me, but he sacrifices himself in the process. Or let's say I sacrifice myself by jumping into the sun. That's another sacrifice. But the thing is like it's going to take sacrifice to get the Tom's community back on track. No pun intended. Because like we need to enjoy the fandom for what it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a fandom we got to enjoy. We got to get along. We got to be really aware of our surroundings, ourselves, everything. There's
Yes.
no way. There's no way that we continue to fight and fight and fight over the same sort of thing, because then it's going to get really annoying and really aggravating to many, and then it's just going to be back to square one all over again. We don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be in a dark place. We don't want to be upset. I hate seeing people upset. I hate being upset myself. I mean,
Yes.
as much as I love to rant sometimes, but I mean, ranting is one thing, but angry ranting and like ranting is different, because when I rant, like this is me ranting right here. I'm ranting because we have to be in this together. We can't just jump off a bridge and hope things are going to work out. No,
No, that's not
no.
how it works. No. Not even.
That's just that's like, and like Boris said in one of my streams, if Glenn were to ever like try to kill people or kill himself, he wouldn't, because he's that much of a coward. So now, and the one thing I know for a fact, cowards do not survive.
Hmm.
Because like others can say what they want. Oh, Glenn he did the Timothy film. No. He may have done the Timothy film, but he really ruined Clinchfield Curse because it was just like, it was just, it was. I just couldn't believe it. I can't even watch that abomination. Like, not even like I could at the time, but now I can't. It's unwatchable.
I'm glad that I do not even watch it, not even a single thought of it. Like whenever I try to watch a Timothy, no. I wouldn't even consider it. Trust me in that. Literally.
I mean, because here's how I look at this now. Ghost Train 1 is Untold Story Timothy. Ghost Train 2 is Horror in the Kirk Ronan branch, which, even though it's like a 45-minute film, it's still like that's, kind of like a second part to it, a true second part to it. And then Ghost Train 3, which is Weeping Engine, that's the final act. And then Clinchfield Curse will be its own thing once if it ever gets rebooted, which I'm optimistic it will. But we've got the other projects to worry about, and then Clinchfield Curse could be another. I mean, this is kind of like the Jasper Fitzgerald project I'm working on. Like I'm working on things, and then the Jasper one has been. I had everything lined up the first time. I had to send it back, and then Callum had to drop all his roles. I had to replace all the roles, which I totally get. I totally understood with him at the time, and I still do, because Callum has his own things to worry about, and I totally respect that. And then, oh my God, all of a sudden, we have, God forbid, we have, like, oh my God, we have, like I had to do so much. I had to do a few script changes. I had to do some dialogue editing, which is fine. And oh my God! And now all of a sudden, this and this, and it's like, boom, mind blown beyond belief. Like, anyway, well, you see, Galaxy, I know you like Kane's ghost videos, but if you ever watch Clinchfield Curse, be warned, it is not the Clinchfield Curse that was expected to be. It wasn't. So, anyways, geez, what can I say? It's just, wow. I feel like I'm gonna. Oh, geez, I feel like I'm gonna pass out from all of this.
Or rather, I'll suggest this, that we need to end the stream now and let you rest, because I'll just give it an overall conclusion to the stream, to that everything that was said here would be at least heard from the fandom of what it is to be, and the current situation that we have right now to solve it, and at least to let them learn that not everything has come to an end. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, and then overall, just we need to fix this and hold ourselves together, and that's it. Just don't give up.
It's like with the, and I'm just saying this, it's like with the coronavirus. We felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel until the vaccines arrived, and now I'm fully vaccinated, so I can see people in person now and all that. But there's still a threat it's an ongoing threat. We still have to wear masks and such.
That's the thing.
Because at the end of the day, like the thing is, and that's good that you agree with me. And that's great. You're fully vaccinated. It's excellent. And awesome. You sent me your Discord name and tag. Okay. Damo, you got to understand, I have experience modeling in Blender, but making your OC is going to take a long time. So I will speak I'll speak to my friend Elvin the E5 on this, and then she will work on this as soon as possible. I will say this though, that Oh, Canada, terra nos aïeux, toi fraile say, de fleur de l'oreille. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Nice.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Dab, dab. Schematics and texturing skills to make yes, that's true. And that's another thing that I am trying to gain experience on. So that's why Elvin may or may not approve of this all. But who knows? Because you, CCC, now time to pee. And I'm
Yep. I'm glad that you
yes.
got everything out of that chest actually, and oh boy, nice singing. Not gonna lie, I was like,
Why? Thank you. Because you see, I love my country so much. It's just.
Truth be told, yes. Same here with mine.
But anyways, so yes, I think this would be the excellent time for both of us to end the stream and but
Yeah.
anyways, so oh, Galaxy, you do have skills on Blender. Okay. Okay, so I just friended you on Discord, and then in the morning I will speak to you about Jasper, because I really this is a big step in the direction, because I've asked 2 people to do Jasper and I've not heard back from both of them. I don't know what the hell is going on. So I really just now I have experience with the animation, like making the bogies animate, like spin, like turn. But in terms of other things, wow. That's another step in the right. But anyways, guys, to conclude, stay away from Mason Hagan, block him. Also stay away from Fortress Max's IDW, block him. He is a troll. He's a threatful man, even though he's not on his channel. But in real life, he is very threatful and deceiving. Also plot the haters. Stay away from Kane Vincent 01. Stay away from his supporters, and make sure that if any of them come to you, try to convince them. And otherwise, if they are having trouble with you, talk to me, and I will talk to them, because this is getting really aggravating as is. And so, with that being said, this is Optimus Prime 2471 with my friend Akio 123.
Yep. Well,
signing off, saying until next time we see each other, take one, see you, good day, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta! Bye now. Well, I guess that was about it, guys. Overall, what happened here is just, was just the process of what is going on right now in the fandom. Yes, I won't be busy in YouTube as much, but I know later on that I will post some videos and such, but now is not the time to just, having to do this stuff. I'm also busy with real life as well. And basically with my nephew, even with my situation where I'm nearly at senior high or even going to college now. But overall, I just want to say that that's why I'm helping out as well with other people. And if you want to, if you wanted some more information and such, you could tell it to us personally, and we'll see. We'll think about it. And overall, as to one of my subscribers or my viewers out there, keep safe. And you already been warned with these people that have been both affected me and the rest of the guys in the fandom. Yes, you have been warned, and be careful out there with whilst the coronavirus is still at large. And keep safe. God bless. And then overall, goodbye. Royal Lancer